What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 115 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, aka Mr. Space Waits, aka the OG Galaxy, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts and a special guest. First, we'll go to my co-host Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies, it's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Sophista Ratchet, aka the unofficial official Disney princess. I said it backwards again. God,
One day
I'm
you'll
gonna
get
get
it.
these CKs one day.
You're gonna
One
get it
day.
one day.
The official, unofficial Disney princess, aka the HNIC, the head nerd in charge.
And then my other co-host, HD No TV.
Yeah, what is good, everybody? You should know your boy HD No TV, aka Mr. Anime Aficionado, aka Mr. Antisocial, despite what they believe. And I put the collar away. They always talk about my neck being out. My neck is out today. Shout out me.
Nah, you had the Yetis out before. Don't think we didn't notice.
Y'all, he was on here naked.
Wait. And then our special guest, Timothy Isaiah. Go ahead and shout yourself out, dog.
Hey everybody, I'm Timothy Isaiah. I don't have a cool intro, so yeah.
I got you.
That was-
No,
that
I
was
got you.
good.
I got you. AKA Mr. Rap Like Rents Do. AKA I'm putting bars on these motherfuckers. AKA everybody else pipe down. Boom. I got you.
Hey,
I got
I
you.
like that. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, man. But so just give you guys some background. At the Xfinity event that we talked about 2 weeks ago, I actually met Timothy. He performed. He did amazing. And then after the show, I was lucky enough to catch him while he was just talking to someone. I was like, "Yo, come on the pod." He's like, "Sure." And quick, fast, and hurry response. He was on it. Thank you so much. But yeah, how did you feel about
Thank you for having me.
how'd you feel about that performance, dog?
Oh man, it was amazing. Just being out there in DC, like the amount of love I got was like unparalleled to like any other city or state I've ever performed in. Like I felt like I was somebody when I went out there. Like I'll put it that way.
That's lit. All right, so as per usual, we have our topics that we'll go into, but first we're gonna give our man's an interview. We're gonna talk to him. He's gonna tell us about himself, and we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I've been listening to your music all week. I've been having a great time with it, cause
Thank you.
although I hadn't heard you before I went to the Xfinity show, I was like, nah, I gotta look him up, cause I can tell you now, you are a great performer, right? I
Thank
had
you.
a very good time. You hyped up the crowd. There's some clips of you trying to get a dude to laugh. Like, you're a really good performer. So the first question for me is, what's like your go-to like get yourself hype like ritual or thing you do before a show when you're either in the green room or on the side of the stage, like to get yourself amped like that?
Oh man. Well, first starting out, bro, I used to try like any and everything. Like I remember at one point I went to this there's this place in Atlanta where you can like customize scents, and like I would customize my own scent for performances, right? And like just like I'll go on top of a rooftop and practice my whole set with like the speakers blasting and just a bunch of different things. And then eventually I just kind of got to the point where I knew my lyrics and I kind of knew what it felt like, and I would rather be in the moment instead of like rehearsing things. And I just kind of go with whatever I'm feeling from the crowd. So what I do now essentially is the thing that gets me the most hype is when I have people boo me. Because like then I feel like I gotta prove myself. I'm like, hold up, why y'all booing me? Hold up,
Right.
Hey man, hate fuels me like nothing else. Like, you can ask them. Whenever I have a bad day, I be coming on like, I got 3 episodes done, 17 clips, and like 18 ideas. Let's get working. They were like, "Oh, you had a bad day, huh, boss?"
It's a bad day for all of us.
Absolutely.
I know, right?
All right,
funny.
Diva. Yeah, caught you getting the bevy in there. Ah, you thought you was
Crazy.
free.
It's so unprofessional. I did. I thought you might go to heat next, but that's cool. I'll just ask my question. Okay, so what got you into music? Like, what sparked your love for music, and how do you stay motivated? Because I know being an artist in any type of fashion is hard, and you don't always get the love from outside. So how do you keep yourself motivated?
Oh wow. Great question. To answer the first part, in a simple way, my brothers, all of my brothers made music, and they used to tell me like, oh, you can't hang out with us if you're not making music, right? So then so I started like trying to write and rap, and then it wasn't until my oldest brother went to jail for a very long time that I kind of held on to that, because that was a part of like him that I could relate to. And then once I got to college, it was literally like, I would freestyle and whatnot, and people would be like, "No, bro, you gotta put music out, man." And then I just kind of went with it, and everything from there just kind of went up. I was like, all right, like I got to take this serious. But what keeps me motivated? Um, Honestly, the people around me. If you ask any of my friends, like, I don't care about the money, I don't care about the fame. It's always just like putting on a good show, and like, like making people happy when they leave, or making people feel something, or changing people's lives. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
I noticed that most people don't do things for themselves, but they'll do things for others. And like,
Yeah.
that's kind of how, once I figured that out, it was like, okay, I got to make this all about everybody else. Because once I view myself as the art, then I feel like I will lose, right? Like, I run into a lot of people that a lot of our favorite rappers or artists, or whatever. A lot of times they'll treat themselves as if they are the art, when that shouldn't be the case. Like, we wouldn't know who Leonardo da Vinci was without the Mona Lisa, or like Michelangelo without the Sistine Chapel. I don't even know what they look like, but I know what the art looks like, right? But
Yeah.
And I think just staying grounded like that is kind of what like keeps me, motivated, and keeps me in it.
Like that.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
I do.
I appreciate it. I didn't rehearse it, I promise.
These questions are
Off the top.
off the top, dog. Like, all right, what you got?
So I mean, this is half a question and then a question. Is your first project, right? Is that Ism, or
Yeah,
is that stand for something? Is it just Ism?
it's Ism. Yes.
All right. I was like, maybe it stands for something. Like, nah, it's a capital ISM. Like, all right.
I wish it did. That would have been cool.
But I was wondering, like, what was the inspiration behind that? Because it felt very like conscious rap. Like you were telling a story through different not outcomes, but aspects. Like, I felt like every song I was getting a different perspective from someone.
Mm,
You know?
I love that. First off, thank you. And yeah, for Ism, it was really like almost like a compilation of what's in my mind and what could I put out into the world, and what is like my Tim-ism, right? Like what makes me me, and what makes me, unique in my own way. And it was a way for me to share like different stories and different aspects of my life. Maybe some of those stories are things I struggle with, or things I experienced, or how I feel sometimes externally or internally. And it was just a way to like give the world a bit of me, or my ism, and also allow people to connect to their isms. I remember one of the songs, Homecoming, uh one of the verses is about my niece. And I remember like freestyling that when I was first coming up with it. Like, I remember letting my little sister hear it, and like she just started crying. And like the way she connected to it, I was like, oh shoot, like I gotta put this, I gotta put this on the project. I got
Yeah.
something here. And then I remember, like, fast forward, I end up performing that song at a show, and it was like a very small show in Atlanta. The people who put it together, it was a few artists, but like nobody really came. And then I ended up bringing like 50 people in there, and we just kind of had it like kind of packed out, right?
Mhm.
but 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 yeah, I remember doing that song, and one of the girls who actually performed, like, she was just sitting in the front row and like just covered her face and was just crying very heavily, because she said like that story resonated with me in ways that you wouldn't even understand. So like just seeing stuff like that come full circle, it's like my ism can be somebody else's ism, or vice versa, right? Like, we're all connected, even though we have this like individual aspect about ourselves.
Most definitely. I not on that scale, right? But I was
Mhm.
telling Greg when we went to DreamCon, because he was like, "Man, you getting stopped for all these pictures." Like, I'm gonna start telling people no. I'm like, I'm not, because it might be one person. Like, this was the one time they came up something, and this might mean not much to me. Like, this might be another show or another costume, but to them, this was their moment, and it really resonated with them. And
Right.
so I might be dumbing that down, but I get the concept of like you might not be touching all 50 people that's here today, but if you touch one person, like that
One,
was a
yeah.
good day. I got you.
Dog,
Nah,
I'm not
I'm
gonna lie. You
Yo.
tried to make me seem like the villain right there. Cause we on that
Yeah.
episode,
Yeah, you
I'm
just
not
being
gonna lie to
terrible,
you.
bro. Yeah.
I spoke about it. I had a revelation. We have a clip out right now. Don't
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
his lies.
No. But it's, I had to give him that perspective because I feel like everybody
Facts,
needs that
no.
other perspective to really feel like, okay, well, I didn't look at it like that. I was just thinking about how I might feel in this second. But
Okay.
Okay.
So my question to you is, out of your discography, what is your personal favorite song that you've done thus far? And what's your least favorite song that you've done thus far?
Favorite question? How dare you? How dare you say my
I
question?
like
You
410
know
a lot.
my least favorite is my favorite question.
I like 410 a lot.
You
All
said
right,
you like
so
what?
let me-
What song, Lahid?
410.
Oh damn! Thank you. Yeah, 410. That was. And the funny thing about 410 is when the guy made the beat, he called the beat 410. And then like I viewed it as a gift for Tim, so then I turned for Tim to a gift for everybody else. You feel me? Like that's kind of how you feel me. And the weird thing about that song, the first verse and the second verse were written like 4 years apart.
Damn.
So I wrote the first verse when Obama was in office, and then the second verse when Trump was in office. So you feel me? But that also goes to show you how things can be timeless, right? Like But for me, my favorite song, weirdly enough, there's a song called "The Really Long Song."
I have that one on my. I have that one added. I know it's what you're talking about.
So it's not what you would expect from me, but I will say it started off because I like to write for other people as well. And I remember writing that song for somebody, and I was like, hey, I can't sing, or like I'm not really like a poppy, like alternative type of person, but I think if you did this song, it'd be amazing. And then when they heard the song, it was like, nah, I ain't rocking with this. Like it was a little worse than that how they did me. I ain't gonna hold you. And then
That's crazy.
I remember fast forwarding and like somebody heard the reference track, and they was like, bro, you need to record this. So I ended up going in the studio and doing the entire, like if you listen to the song, like you'll hear in my ad libs, I'm like, okay, y'all, that was a good practice run. Like we can go back and do it again. Like literally I went through the whole song from start to finish, nonstop, no cuts or nothing. And then like just recorded the whole thing. And then when I got to the end, everybody was like just staring inside the booth. And it's not an amazing song by any like means of the word, but it was just so different from what people were used to hearing from me that it was just like, it just felt good. You feel me? And it let me know I could do, I could just create and be happy with it. Let me see. Worst song? Oh man. What's the song I'm embarrassed to show people? Shoot. I honestly, that's a tough question. Can I come back to that? I'm about to look right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say in the really long song, yeah, the ad lib at the beginning is like, yeah, I want to get ad lib of us like just talking, and I was like, I love when people do shit like that. I love that so much because it's just so funny because like the ad lib becomes the conversation, and it's a whole like meta thing. I love it so much.
Hey, thank you.
Meta rap.
Absolutely.
Let me see. If I had to give a answer, it would be dang. I feel like, oh, okay. I did a song called No Address. And it was for a documentary called No Address. And great cause. It was for homeless people or people who no longer have homes. Right. And I remember when I put it out, somebody was like, damn, you didn't seem enthusiastic about this. When I listened to it, it just didn't seem like, you didn't seem like energetic. Mm-hmm. And every time I listened to it, I was like, damn, I didn't know, because I just, whatever I'm feeling is how I kind of go at it. So like, that's one song that I always think about, like, damn, I wish I could have like re-recorded it to see what that would have sounded like if I were more like, I really do love the cause, right? Like when I was excited to make the song. I just felt like that's what the song sounded like to me, Yeah. If I had to give an answer, that's what I would say. Oh, great song. I just think my execution was bad.
I'm looking at it right now. I think the execution on that was decent. Like it was good to me considering like the the topic being talked about. I wouldn't expect
Okay.
someone to be super ecstatic about talking about people who miss out on things, who can't claim like taxes, who can't do this and that because they don't have an address. Like hearing someone be amped about that, I'd be like, damn.
You right. Okay.
You sound like you profiting off these homeless people, big dog.
It's like, yeah, I got money now. Y'all like, okay.
You
Yeah,
guys
gotta
ain't got
feel-
shit. I'm gravy, baby. I'm
good.
good.
I'm up.
Nah, if you took that route, you definitely had to film a music video of you on like somebody's cart, flashing cash. Like that would be so insane.
You gotta
That
throw
would
a
be-
rack at a homeless guy, absolutely, at that point.
Easy.
Thank y'all. Y'all made me feel better about it.
Yeah. All right, Dave, I stole your question, but did you have enough time to think about a new one?
I like my new question. I like my old question that you stole.
It's a good question. I'm
No.
sorry.
So well, Greg is of the mind that you cannot grow if you don't go through some type of tragedy. Like there can't be any character development. So what would you define as like your character development moment?
Oh, jeez. That's a great. Why are you saying that's not a good question?
Because I like toxic. I love toxicity.
She's the toxicity
I'm out here,
of the podcast, if you didn't
I am,
notice.
and I claim it. I claim it proudly. I'm out here vibing today, and y'all just caught me in a different wave, but it's cool. I'm gonna ride it.
So you just like, I guess you could tell us about your hero arc. I mean, I'd rather hear about your downfall, but whatever.
She be having people come on and be like, who's your
That's me.
least favorite artist ever? And it's like, damn, what if they know this nigga?
Yeah,
I'm Drake, you
right.
hit him right now.
Let me see. So what is my character defining moment? Yada yada yada. Honestly, I be going through so much shit all the time.
Damn, that's not funny, but it's like crazy.
It's crazy.
But
Maybe that's a good question. Never mind.
But that's
But
real.
and that's the reason why I say it's such a good question, right? Because I definitely agree with the sentiment of like you have to go through something. I always tell people like if you look at a potted plant, right? Once you take that plant out of the pot, like that plant goes through so much shock and trauma that like it can damn near die. But once you repot it or put it somewhere else in a bigger pot, then now it can grow. So like we have to make ourselves uncomfortable in order to like prosper. And I feel like sometimes I purposely put myself in shit so I can grow. You feel me? Like if I had to rattle off a few things, I know my brother getting locked up was a big thing for me. Dealing with childhood traumas, I started to like go back and dive into a lot of those. That still bothers me to this day. I remember having some uncomfortable conversations with my father about certain things. Let me see. Something that's more tied into the music directly. I like about 6 years ago, I quit my job and like I haven't worked since then. And I solely just do music. So it's like yeah, no, thank you.
Hold on,
But like
he hit him with the claps, please, for me, cause
I got you.
we all want that.
But that's like, but yeah, like
Congratulations.
for me, it was something I knew that I wanted to do, and it's not easy. It's very, feast and famine. You're not gonna always get booked for stuff. You're not always gonna get paid for stuff, and that's just how it goes. But if I did it for the money, I wouldn't care. But also, there's a struggle. There's a struggle that comes with that.
Yeah.
That you have to like overcome. So like that always, it kind of fuels me and kind of, just shapes how I move and where I move.
Yeah, this episode ironically was almost top struggle meals.
It was.
It
was.
Jamaican beef.
So how do you move past those past traumas? Is it just through your music? Are you in therapy? Therapy, people need it.
No, yeah, I definitely agree that people need therapy.
Thank you.
People can't afford therapy all the time. I wish it was free. If anyone want to try to make therapy free, let's do that. But how do I deal with it? All right. So first, when I was in college, I actually used to teach psychology. So
oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, bro. Like, to be honest with you, I didn't even know what psychology was until I took the class. A lot of people just told me like, bro, I think you would be good at it. So then I took a class, did amazingly in the class, and the teacher reached out to me and said, hey, I want you to come back and help me teach it. It's a level 9,000 teaching practicum. So I was in the classroom with people who were trying to get like their PhDs and their doctorates in psychology. And like I'm like a freshman in college, and I'm like,
big
but,
curvy brain.
Yeah, no, it was crazy, bro. But and what was beautiful about it was it didn't seem like I was out of place at all. Like a lot of things that they would question or ask, a lot of times I would already have like ideas or thoughts, and it was just beautiful. So I really enjoyed doing that for the 2 years that I did, and then that kind of turned into like me being more having more compassion and curiosity, and just paying attention to things about other people, and maybe this person isn't bad, maybe they're just misunderstood. And then I in turn started to do that with myself, and it really helped me like unravel a lot of traumas, to the point where like sometimes I can be sad and I'm like, okay, why am I sad? Okay, because this happened, this reminds me of this, and this happened, blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, I figured something out. There's something called Johari's window. Y'all should definitely check out. I wish we had time to really talk about it, but that's something that I live by. But
She's
but yeah,
and
yeah, Johari. It's like some guy named Joseph and a guy named something, Joe and Harry, I think it was. And yeah, they named it Johari's window. You have like the open, the blind, the hidden, and the unknown. But yeah, so to answer your question, once I start uncovering stuff, I just talk about it. So I'll go to somebody, like if the problem is with them, I'll speak on it. If there's something that I notice, I'll kind of take note of it and monitor it, and kind of see if it's like just a passing thought, or if it's something that's really lingering. But I just try to take everything head on if I can.
See, I do that, and Diva tells me it's not enough for me, because she thinks I just have so much trauma.
His man has died twice.
I'm cool. It's not that big of a deal. I already went through the existential crisis.
Yeah. They explain it to people like that. I don't know why. His heart did stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking shocked. I'm like, okay.
Yes, sir. No, I did. Technically, yeah, I was dead. My heart stopped for a while, and my mom had to give me CPR on her birthday. So yeah. So now I get to say that me and my mom have the same birthday. We share a birthday.
That's beautiful.
Damn,
okay, I see why you say he might need to go to somebody. you might want to talk to somebody. But
so a little sidebar with that. The funniest thing, I think I've said on here, but I'm gonna clip it this time. The funniest thing that happened was after I woke up. My mom was next to the bed. I was in a coma for like 4 days, but I woke up from the coma now. So then, like, I'm awake. I'm like, supposed to be going to a swim meet, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a hotel room? My mom's like, Greg, you're in the hospital. You had a cardiac arrest. And I'm like, oh, cool. She's like, you want some water? I'm like, yeah, my throat's pretty dry. She leaves, goes get the water. My dad sits next to the bed and is like, you died, little nigga. I'm like, oh, okay, shit. It's like, yeah, your heart stopped. I'm like, he's like, I wasn't sure if you understood what your mom was trying to tell you.
She made it seem like you just fainted or something.
Right? I'm like, oh, okay. And she comes back with the water, and now I'm just kind of like,
nah.
huh.
I was trying to not put you in shock. That's a thing. He was just like, nah.
She was gone.
That shit was
Pop
funny.
put up a chair, turned it backwards, and was like, you died. Your heart stopped. We was concerned. I mean, you're okay now, but at some point, we was like,
hey, man.
At some point, we wasn't sure if you was going to make it. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's crazy, man.
Oh,
well, I'm glad to see you made it out of it.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But I'm good. I already had an existential crisis about that. So don't worry about me.
Yeah. Your music would be crazy right now.
Dog, absolutely. I could write a... My first album would hit. After that, I'd be washed. I'm telling you. I ain't got shit to talk about now.
You got to make sure you have a track on there called Metal Detector, because the way that I be trying to help him not be killed at metal detectors when we go places.
It's the worst. He just be walking through like he can. No, sir, wait.
Oh dang. Okay.
And
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's
That's
funny because I
great.
also got metal in my arm. So like when I go up to them, they be like, "Why can't you go through the metal detector?" I'm like, "I got hella metal in me." Like they be like, "Oh." So I just walk around. I make the joke all the time. I'm like, "Yo, I could be a real menace in Disney because they don't even pat you at Disney. They just kind of like, go ahead, it's Disney.
Yeah, like all right, get out,
Get
out
out
of
of here,
here.
scram." I'm like, okay.
The way people don't be caring, he will look them dead in their face and say, "Yeah, please, you gotta wand me, but don't wand my chest." They be like, "All right," immediately go for his chest.
I'm like,
Did I
oh.
not just say like?
We
He's
almost
like,
got in
"Huh?"
trouble at DreamCon because of that. Because I was like, you can't warn me. Because you're not even supposed to warn me. They're like, we're just going to warn you down low. Person comes right for my chest, and I like almost push him like, yo, I just said you
Yeah,
can't do that.
that's crazy.
Shit's,
That's an
shit's
accident waiting to
annoying,
happen.
bro. But it's all good.
Right.
Therapy.
All right.
Therapy. Moral of the story, therapy. All right?
Therapy.
The story. Okay, he.
I gotta say, because out of just curiosity, lighthearted, pick it up. What's your favorite era of hip hop and R&B?
Oh man, so I'm a reason with y'all. First for hip hop, probably like the Pete Rock, CL Smooth, like the early mid '90s, Tribe Called Quest, all of that. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of what my mom grew up listening to. My mother, I believe she was born in Puerto Rico but raised in New Jersey, and yeah, like all that's all that was in the house, man. Was like I was listening to like that boom bap, like old, like Arrested
Mm.
Development, everyday
Yeah.
people type vibes. You feel me? And I remember just watching my mom. She'll either be, like when she was cleaning up, either she's playing Spanish music or she's playing something like that. And some of her favorite rappers were like DMX and Tupac, and I just like I don't know. I love my mom, so like I was just always enamored by like the music that she listened to, and like always wanted to like make music like that, So definitely for hip hop, I'll say that. R&B, I don't listen to R&B too tough. I
So
listen
we
to a lot of alternative stuff, but if I had like I don't know, Bryson Tiller is like one of my favorite artists. Like when it comes to
Great,
R&B,
isn't he?
That's
Isn't
yeah,
he
he's
that's
great.
hella
great?
R&B though. So
Okay,
He's
good,
so
good.
great.
When people be talking about like Usher and like you feel me, like I
yeah,
don't.
I
So
don't know
I'm on
them
the
that.
same page as you, cause like when I listen to R&B, and Diva can attest to this, I go to like the 80s and the 70s.
Ah,
I listen to old R&B. Like
hold on,
Parents.
yeah.
That's what we listen. That's what we had in the house. We got old
we have
parents.
old
Definitely.
parents. Like my dad will sing mad songs just in the car. Old as like my kid's gonna have soul. How old that
Yeah.
music is.
That was
Hey,
back when it was
listen.
called rhythm and blues, eh?
It wasn't
Yes.
R&B yet. It was rhythm and blues. Back when
Mm.
R&B was not cool.
Yeah. Before they tried to shorten it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
All right. Well, I think that's a really good amount of questions. Thank you for it. We gonna actually before we slide into the topic, give everyone your socials. Let them know where they can find you at. Anything you got
Okay.
coming down the pipeline, give it to them.
You can find me most of the time. I'm just on IG. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but it's Timothy Isaiah. Let me see. What do I have coming up the pipeline? I'm working some stuff I can't talk about, but I'm working on some stuff with some people, trying to figure some stuff out. I have a few shows coming up. The next show is in LA, I want to say. Uh, I have a smaller show before that, but the next big show is in LA, and then I have a few big shows at the top of the year that's coming up. I'm really excited about. Uh, low key. I feel like it's about time for me to work on another project. Like I'm really on the fence about that, and I've been the last couple of months. I've been going to the studio every week, and I probably crank out like 3 to 4 songs a week, and like I'm really on the fence. Like I want to drop another project, so I might look into that at the top of the year, if not a little sooner. But yeah, that's all I got, man. But yeah, once again, it's Timothy Isaiah on Instagram.
Awesome. Make sure you guys follow him. Love. But let's get into that topic. So this week's topic is R&B artists that we recommend for people trying to get into R&B. So Timothy, for you, this is actually a really good topic, ironically. Since you're not a huge R&B head, this would be a
Right.
really good topic for either you hearing or you giving it. Because, like, hey, I might not listen to it, but this is what I find to be the most, like, welcoming, if you will.
Okay.
I've been vibing all week. I've been in my feels.
When
y'all.
aren't you in your feels?
You look like you're in your feelings.
See,
3 weeks out of the month.
it's cool to bully her.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
I think you got it backwards.
3 weeks out of the
I
month.
have stories about the times where she has been emotional. Quite literally to the point where there's a joke in our household that our parents would just go, I'm so emotional. Oh, man.
Just
Yeah, I got a catchphrase for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, puberty was fun.
was horrible for me. I apologize to my mom. Like when I got to college, I was a menace. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was tripping. It was me. I was the problem.
We knew. You
Having
just
to
didn't know.
apologize is crazy. That means you sat on that and was like, damn, I really did do
I
that.
really
Damn,
was
I
a
did that.
shit kid. Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
That was me. Now we're
Alright.
cool. My mom's my homie.
Yeah, when we turned 18, that all flipped on its head. But
Let's
that's
do it.
not the point of the topic, you silly goose. The point of the topic is to invite people into R&B, such as we've been doing with anime and cartoons these past few weeks. But we're multifaceted here, so let's give them some R&B artists and some songs, maybe some hits. I'll start.
No.
Go ahead.
First on my list, classic. You know who it is. Diva knows who it is. Bill Withers, my guy, my dude. That is my favorite R&B artist of all time. We got Grandma's Hands, Ain't No Sunshine, Just the Two of Us, Lovely Day. Bill Withers, solid starter.
Fair.
He go next. I'm gonna go last this week.
Ooh,
Because I
What?
suggested this topic.
I'm also not really super big into R&B, but in the last couple years, I've been getting into it, and I feel like, you know, I gotta start off with my Nigerian sister Tim's, because how do you go wrong with Tim's? Like,
You
come on
don't.
now.
you don't.
You can't go wrong with
She
Tim's.
just did
Tim's is
a
a driving
interview.
vibe, most deaf.
She just did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and she is such a breath of fresh air. Like just like her interview was just so light, and she was just chilling, and just you could tell that she's having a good time
We
doing what
love
she's doing.
We love T-Unit.
Yeah.
T-Unit?
Yeah.
That's a crazy name.
That's one of her songs.
T-Unit?
Yeah,
So
that's
I feel bad because like all of the songs that I got, they're like by relatively small artists.
No, that's what
on.
she
That's
should do.
even better. Put us
Even
on.
better.
Like,
Put
yeah.
us on.
Like when they
Okay.
put me on, he puts me on to tons of anime all the time. But like Diva sometimes puts me on the show. Sometimes she's more movies. But but like if someone comes on with music recs or artist recs, I check them out immediately. Why? Because like I'm always trying to expand my palette for these things. Because you got to. If you're not, then you're just gonna get stuck in the same loop and you get bored and start to hate things. So
Listen, yeah, right. So for this first one, there was this girl. The first time I performed in LA, I got to watch her perform. Her name was like Aziza Love, Aziza, Love, of course. But she just dropped a project not too long ago, sometime this year, like a few months ago. But one of my favorite songs from her project is called Shelter. It's an amazing song.
if you think
Very
I'm not already looking this up on Spotify, you got another thing coming, buddy. Oh yeah, she got an album out, an EP, some singles, another album, and a bunch of work
tough,
tomorrow.
man.
We will be listening to R&B.
Let me know what you think.
Almost deaf. I'm gonna message you about it.
Perfect.
All right, Diva, you're up.
This artist has been my Spotify top artist since 2020. Like since I was introduced to them, they have been my Spotify top artists. It's Division. They just everything about them is great. So Division is a group. We have the singer Daniel and then the producer 1985. And as of right now, like my song for them right now is Body Smile. Oh my God. It's talking about how it's so toxic. Like a lot of their songs are toxic. Like Body Smile is, I know you're doing better and I know you want more and let me give you more, even though previously I have not been living up to your expectations. I have not been doing shit I was supposed to do. And I know you telling your friends that you sick of me, but let me try.
Diva the kind of person to send the New Year's text, Happy New Year. I just wanted to let you know, even though it's a new year, the old us has died off and we can make something new type shit.
Right, yeah.
That is their music and it is great. Like their song, If I Get Caught, the line is basically, if I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. That is the chorus.
Damn.
You need therapy. What the fuck?
Yeah. You might, y'all both probably have to go together and just hold hands and walk in that shit. Get a 2-for-1.
Like what, bro?
It's so good. And then like the song, like, so If I Get Caught Cheating goes into another song, which it's called What's Up. And basically she broke up with him and he's basically like, what's up with you? What's going on? It's literally what's happening. It's like, why are you outside having fun? Why are you not here with me? I got this girl laying in my bed and I don't want her. Where are you?
I want my wife. No, you're toxic as fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, you out of there.
So we're gonna go to the lighter side of R&B with Musiq Soulchild. With songs like So Beautiful, Half Crazy, which I think Jacquees actually mixed it. No, not Jacquees. It's called Over and it's by another dude and I can't remember his name. Shit. But I'm gonna look it up. But also, fun fact about Musiq Soulchild, he has a song called Love, which was actually called Lord, but the producers didn't think that a churchy song like that would do well. So everywhere, thank you. Lucky Day, thank you. So everywhere that you hear Love in that song, replace it with Lord, and you actually get the real song.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go listen.
Both work.
They do. It was him talking about like God and Jesus, and it's like Lord.
People didn't know how to love what God is crazy.
So many people use your name in vain.
But people use love in vain too.
That's the point. It just fits.
That was good. You just blew my shit right now.
Yeah, that blew my mind. That's crazy.
Come on, man. I'm multifaceted out here. I don't just know about the anime and the movies. I be listening to songs sometimes. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm curious to what my Spotify, like, Wrapped at the end of the year is going to say, because I be listening to a lot of music now. All right, Heaty Boy.
I'm always stumbling across some random artists, and, they be making dope music. They just don't be, like, out there. That's all it is.
Facts.
And that's why
That's how I came across a kill.
I just, make sure you put people on. I don't know how known this person is. I just know I came across her naturally on my own and then found her whole collection. Started with Time Machine. And then I think the next one was Softcore. But Fushi.
I will be typing that in my...
You would probably know her song Deep End. I forget how it goes.
Fushi? F-U-S-H-I?
No,
Deep End. I do know a Deep End and I was going to say it.
F-O-U-S-H-E-E.
F-O-U-S-H-E-E.
F-O-U-S-H-E.
Like, I don't want to go off the deep end. Trying to find me a reason to forget the rest of the words. I'm very bad at remembering.
Oh, I know this song. Yeah. It was on hella TikToks.
Oh,
and there's a guy that also made a rap out of it, didn't he?
Oh, Sleepy Hollow. He took it.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yes, it was on TikToks.
Damn, you showing me that I really am multifaceted. I was joking.
Hey, I'm not on the TikToks, but I came across Fushi. I love their first project, Time Machine. And then I just kind of like fell in love with her music. So I'm always excited when she puts out a project.
Lit. All right, Diva, you're up.
Am I? Okay. He's been everywhere lately. He's been on a lot of performing lately, and I'm happy for him because he's a vibe. It's Duran Bernard. Barnard. And he's just a vibe. So like his song Sam's Vibe is one of my favorite songs. And then he has another one that I didn't even know was his. And I was like, oh, it's called Stuck. Who's Stuck with? And it is toxic. I ain't gonna lie. Most songs that I listen to are toxic. Ari Lennox. So it's him and Ari Lennox. And it says, "Don't you get stuck in love with me?" And it's great. I may have a problem, but it's cool.
She lived such a happy life. It makes no sense.
I do. I gotta get my see, now that I'm like in a relationship and I'm like in love and all that stuff, I gotta get my toxicity out somewhere.
I'm glad that you do it through music, you know?
Yeah.
Used to be these hoes.
Okay, so this next person, I actually got to perform with her at an Atlanta show. Her music was very beautiful, beautiful voice, but her name is Shea, Shea, and what was the song that I really liked from her? It was a song. One was called Soul Smile, and one was called In Bloom. In Bloom was my favorite. Oh man, but yeah, dope artist, extremely dope artist. I'm sorry, y'all. My people aren't as
Oh no, I love when I get new artists.
I promise you, you're giving me music to listen to for the next week.
Exactly. Like I gave them this assignment. Like, yo, go check out the music. He's dope. Just go ahead, and they did it. They did their homework. Like,
yeah,
I tried.
Artists that I can go to see and like potentially meet just because the venue is small and just vibe out. I want to be that person to be like, I knew about them back when. Go away.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't know about this.
All right. My next one as like a reference for a lot of people, high key, is gonna be Genuine. He makes a lot of good R&B. I had 2 songs listed right here for people. Pony and Differences. I forgot how Differences goes, but it's one of his more popular songs out right now. I think it's on the top of his Spotify chart. So definitely give Genuine a listen. Really good for just vibing, sitting. He's like a sit and drink wine, maybe have a combo type of listen, if I'm being honest. But yeah, whenever you want to pop open a nice bottle of bubbly. This is cream soda, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, which one is that? Is that the Dr. Pepper cream?
No, it's A&W, the real cream soda, dog.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. I'm trying to stick to my 0 sugars. I'm trying to lose weight.
They still make those? I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
All
right, Heed, you're up.
Yeah.
So the next person, I honestly don't know all of her music, but I have 2 of her songs constantly in my playlist, and it's Nali, I think, Nali. She has a couple singles and EPs out, but the songs that's always in my playlist is For You and Come and Go. I know that's definitely R&B. I just randomly came across it, and because I do try to listen through my like Apple playlist that give me new artists and not just like the same popping out ones.
Right.
So, and that's how I came across Nolly and For You. And
okay. That's her top song. I gotta give that a listen. I'm gonna just add that now. Come back to it later. Diva, your last one.
Yeah, my last one is gonna be Xavier Omar. You guys may know him from Blind Man. Like, you're so beautiful that a blind man can love you.
He's amazing.
He is amazing. That's so cool.
You know LA as well?
I don't, but
check him out. So him and LA, they're like best friends. LA is amazing too. But one of my friends from out here grew up with them. But dope artist. I got to I'm sorry, I stepped all over what you was talking about. I apologize. I'll shut up.
Nah, the excitement, I love it.
Yeah,
and we love that.
Yeah, we love excitement. Look, we'll come back to it, but it's like, if you got it, and it's it's a good time, go for it.
No. But yeah, LA is dope. You gotta check out a lot of his, like damn near all of his music is amazing. Like I first found out about them through one of my homies, and then I was lucky enough to do a show with both of them. Xavier Omar, I did a show with him. I think that's when I got to open up for Offset. But yeah, like I went over there. Me and him probably talked for like 45 minutes. I actually got his number, and I was supposed to send him a song a long time ago. He probably don't even remember me or none of that. But I was supposed to try to do a song with him, and I dropped the ball, y'all. So, damn.
I want problems like that where I forget to do something and drop the ball. I'm ready for that. That's what I want in my life.
That's what you want to be.
But no, y'all
Good problem
definitely
to have.
check out LA though. If you like Xavier Omar, check out LA. It's like
Wait,
EL like HAE or something like it's something. He spells his name kind of interesting.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not gonna find it just searching up LA.
Yeah. Like ELHAE or something like that.
I stumbled upon him literally by accident, like doing one of the Spotify like AI. It's like, oh, these are artists that are close to the vibe that you like, and I was like, yeah, and then I just rabbit holed him. Like I just listened to every album, and he has a new EP out right now, so check him out if you guys.
Does he have a song called Early Mornings?
Ooh,
No.
Tomorrow.
I found someone named LA's.
It's ELHAE.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's like a red background. Yeah, he's dope. Him and Xavier, they best friends. So
Bad.
They got very similar like styles and stuff.
Like I said,
So they did
this
EP together.
Big dog.
Well, shoot, I guess I had somebody else, but I guess I could use LA as my last one. I know he has a song called like Superwoman or something like that, or Wonder Woman or something.
We love.
If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can look it up real quick.
Women.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
That's the rhetoric they spread on me. It's crazy.
That's why he got married, so he could like pretend like he
so
don't
I can
hate
pretend like I
Yeah,
love
but
women.
Like, still hate them. That's actually smart.
I gotta stay undercover. What's the lie they tell? What is it? I'm a closeted trans Asian woman who hates black women, something like that. I don't know. It's gotten so convoluted. I can't even keep up anymore with the lies they tell.
That was before I got here. I just want that to be the record.
Okay. That's funny.
But Diva tries to tell me to live my truth every day.
You should look.
That you really should.
See, I have a picture with a fan, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I look like a bad bitch with it. I'm not gonna hold you.
Everybody needs a fan.
What was it? It was DreamCon. I had half a bottle of tequila and a bottle of soju and was dancing all night. He texted my wife like, your husband really likes dancing. She's like, no, he doesn't. He said, well, give him a bottle of tequila and soju. He's out there.
He's gone.
I tell you, we ended up at a party where it was so bad, like people didn't even care about the music the DJ was playing. They was just all having conversations. Like nobody was caring about the music.
Yeah.
But Greg did not care. Greg was vibing out. Every room he was vibing out to his own little. I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at him.
I was vibing out so hard at one place where it was like people just talking or sitting and people could get food at the one place. I was on the dance floor by myself vibing out. The DJ just started playing music for me. Like she was like, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay. Like we was in sync. I came to him, he's like, I got you a water already, dog. I'm like, I appreciate you. I'm exhausted.
It's just below room temp.
Oh man, that shit was funny. All right. Well, that's R&B artists that we think you guys should check out, especially when getting started in R&B. I got some names I'm going to look up and probably enjoy. So I'm excited for work tomorrow because I'm going to have one headphone in just vibing out. Now, let's get into the news points. Usually, Tim, what we talk about in the news is anything related to pop culture, anime, gaming, and music. So, I'm going to speed round like two of these things because a lot of information came from them. And generally speaking, the big stuff is in there that's going to be talked about, obviously. Specifically, Sony had their State of Play, which is basically where they talk about any games, new developments, all that type of stuff that's coming out. So speed running this, the new PlayStation controller colors that are coming out for the DualShock controller. Stellar Blade X Nair Automata collab is coming out later this year. A remastered version of Horizon Zero Dawn that nobody asked for. Monster Hunter Wild got its official release date of February 28th, 2025. I'm actually excited for that. Dragon Age Veilguard looks really good and was announced. Heed, we should play that because that's going to be really good. Power World finally launched for PlayStation on 9/24, even though it was out for Xbox for damn near a year now. The Midnight Walk is a horror game I'm actually excited to see. Probably not going to play it because I don't need someone scaring me shitless. But it's very unique in the fact that it's going to be using a claymation stop motion style. It looks really creepy, and I really like it. It looks like you're playing a Tim Burton movie. So that looks really cool. And then the last thing, Ghosts of Yote was announced, and there's a certain group of gamers who are very upset about it because it has a female lead. It's supposed to be the successor to Ghosts of what is that? Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's a certain demographic of people who are upset about it because there's a female lead. However, we say fuck those people because stop being a bitch, dog.
Females can lead.
Absolutely. We let you lead the big thing we did.
Level up at DreamCon.
There we go. Look, words are hard, big dog.
Did you let me lead?
I mean, you technically still toxic as fuck. Next thing, Squid Games, the Netflix series, not the show, announced that it's coming back for December 26th. They made a post this week around this time, basically saying you're invited. So they're inviting people to send their tapes in again to try and come for Squid Game season 2. Squid Game season 1 was really good. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Playing the Squid Game?
Did you not watch it?
No,
I only watched the first episode.
So based off of that, Netflix made its own, right? And they had the same amount of people, and they did similar games. They did different games, in some parts, and legit, it was like a reality TV show. It was really good, actually.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll check it out.
So I didn't get to finish it because people like to just throw in tweets in group chat. So I found out who the winner was 3 episodes away from the end. So I'm like, well, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah,
but
I hate spoiler culture.
But it was very entertaining because people were trying to play like the game itself. The actual show was like a cheat code Bible, and it's like just play the game. Like there was a part nobody was trying to pick a certain side because they were like, I'm gonna die. I'm like, it's a game, just try. Like, you're going to die if you don't try.
But the plot twist was, it was like everybody it was like, so it was groups of 4 basically, and they had team captains, and they're like, all right, you got to pick a door, and based off the game, they're like, I know it's through that door. If I go through that door, I'm gonna lose and be killed off. So it was like, here's the plot twist: if everybody doesn't go to one of the doors, then all the captains are immediately eliminated, and then we just get a new set of captains. And if y'all can't pick, and we'll keep doing it until it's done.
Okay.
They lost a lot of people. They lost a lot of people because they refused to pick and try when it's like, hey, if you don't try, we're just going to eliminate you anyway.
Right.
So
We ain't got time for the bullshit, dog. All right. But that's really interesting. I'm curious to see. I know a lot of people I know said they wanted to send in a tape at the very least. So it'd be interesting to see someone I know on there to root for them and be like, yo, come on, bring back the money, dog.
Split it with the pot.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come on, man. We trying to be up. Reincarnated Slime season 4 has been confirmed, as well as a second film. That one was for Heed because I just made Reincarnation of the Slime shirts.
A good slime slurp.
Absolutely. 3 chapters of Black Clover are coming out on November 15th, totaling 61 pages because it's now a quarterly release. So my issue with Black Clover is that it lost its hype because of how they moved to quarterly, and the show's not coming back for another season. So sadly, Black Clover is one of my favorite anime and mangas, but at the same time, I get it. It's hard writing manga, especially with the deadlines and how often they get sick, but it makes me sad. 61 pages makes me happy though. Don't ask me to read that of a normal book. I'm not doing it.
Never. Dyslexia is a thing.
Now, I want you to tell me, this is fun time. We're having a joke, not serious.
This
Please
is a
don't take me
jokey
out of
joke.
context. Is it racist that the boss for Tekken tried to go to KFC to request that the Colonel could be a character in a hood classic as a guest character. I feel like that's just a little bit racist, just a little bit. Tekken is definitely a hood classic, and they're like, yo, can we get the Colonel in this bitch? Fried chicken combos out here.
You know,
That's crazy.
you know who's to blame for that, right?
Who?
Attack on Titan.
Word? Why you say that?
You know they did a collab with KFC for no reason.
I do know that, actually.
So
For no
I actually don't think it may not be racist because overseas they really like KFC.
Yeah,
Like,
that is true.
it's kind of scary how much they like KFC because I'm like, it's not that good.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
we
because
don't eat it over here.
actually get
Don't
the
eat
worst.
here. We
We
have
get the
so many
worst.
other options.
Just wait until I show you Popeyes or Bojangles. I'm gonna
Yeah,
blow
I
your
just-
fucking mind.
I'm about to say, man, Popeye's my good sir.
I'm gonna blow your
But no,
fucking mind.
I've heard that though from a couple, like, I know Cardi B said it and somebody else said it. Like, KFC in other countries is so much better. Like in Jamaica, that it go crazy. Like,
It's everywhere in other countries. It's really interesting because I've noticed watching anime, like people be eating KFC in anime, and I'm like, it's not that good. There's so many other
they have a
things you could
different
have had.
recipe.
They
We
do.
got the Colonel's recipe. They got the We Care About Your Health recipe.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
they
the
got
they
real-
got
yeah,
the
they
we
got
want
the
you to
real
keep
shit.
eating the chicken and live recipe, not the
Yeah.
get heart disease and fucking die recipe. But hey, I would have loved to see him in the game though. That would be funny to see someone basically get dunked on by the Colonel. Like the clips
Crazy.
that would come from that on every
Insane.
social media site would be insane. And don't let it be a black person. I know the race is gonna go crazy about fried chicken licking, watermelon eating.
Oh my god.
All right.
Crazy.
This was a show I wish we mentioned in the last episode, but Vox Machina, the show made by Critical Role, basically that captured one of their D&D adventures as an animated show. And if you play D&D, it's really good. And if you haven't played D&D, it's still really good. Good story,
It
good
is.
show. It's a little fast, but still. The first 2 seasons are actually free on YouTube now. So I recommend anyone who doesn't, because they were what were they? Amazon Prime exclusives. So I don't know what they did, but they got them on YouTube for free. And the ratings for season 3 just came out. No, season 3 just came out. Got an 8
That
out of 10.
Amazon Prime is up to something. Cause look, they did this with the Vex Machina, right? And then they had Vizzy Pop, who does Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. They could have, and it's been mentioned, I think it could have picked up Hell of a Boss, but they just let it be on YouTube so that when you like need more, it's like, oh, come over here, buy Amazon Prime, watch our shows.
You ever heard
They
of
keep it
dealing
split.
crack? The first one's always free.
Exactly.
Let me give you this one for free. And then you're like, God damn it, I need more. And it's like, well, we got more right over here, big
And
dog.
they got good like Amazon Prime shows hit. I haven't seen a bad one yet.
You got The Boys. We didn't say Invincible. That is a show that
You were gonna
honestly,
say it. I thought you were gonna say it. That's why I didn't say it last week.
if you haven't seen Invincible, Tim, Invincible is one of the only animated shows I've ever said has no bad episodes.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
The first episode is gonna have your jaw on the floor, and from then on, it never comes back up. It just stays there. And then when the
Yeah.
season's done, you're like, no, come back.
How dare you?
And then the last news point. This was a huge
For you.
one.
Mhm.
Jesus, fuck you. This one was a huge one. Iron Mouse, a VTuber, topped Kai Cenat and becomes the most subscribed Twitch content creator after her subathon. Kai's previous record was 306,000 active subscribers. Hers, she amassed 314,146 in her subathon throughout September. Now,
You said 300,000 and what?
314,146.
Jesus Christ.
She amassed that much. She was also, but the best part about this was half of all the money raised was going to be donated to Immune Deficiency Foundation. She actually has CVID, which is common variable immune deficiency, and she's a very large advocate for it, and that's why one of the reasons she's a VTuber. She's usually bedridden and stuff like that. So
Oh, wow.
it was, it was super super dope to see that, and like a lot of people were mad at it at first, and like, who the fuck is this? But now people are starting to be like, you know what? It's really dope that someone with an immune deficiency and a black guy are like the two biggest Twitch streamers ever.
That's great.
It like
I love
He's a
it
Puerto
gives
Rican
people
American.
hope.
Yeah.
He's a Puerto Rican American too. Don't forget that.
Let's go.
Let's
And she's a
go.
POC.
Let's go,
I love it.
minorities. Love it.
But yeah,
Okay.
that was just something I wanted to say because that's super dope. Like we talked about Kai when he did it. I think he actually did it around this. No, it was around February. I think he did it in the shortest month
It
of
was
the
this
year.
year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So shout out to them because they're all here doing it.
So I'm gonna be really quick. I'm gonna run through all the animes that are coming out this week because this week in anime is crazy. So, Dan on October 3rd, Rurouni Kenshin Season 2 October 4th, Blue Box October 3rd, Blue Lock October 5th, Bleach The 1,000-Year Blood War Arc October 5th, Ramadan and a Half Remake October 5th, Demanchi October 5th, Blue Exorcist Season 4 October 6th, Gun Gale Online October 5th. I'm sorry, it's so many. Four Nights Season 2. This is the what is that? What is that show? That show that was really popular. Animation got terrible. Seven Deadly Sins spinoff. October 6th. Ron Comanche is October 7th. And then Dragon Ball Dima is October 11th. And then my favorite, Yakuza Fiance on October 7th. This week is insane. There's so much anime coming out, not including animes that are ongoing or continuing their run, like My Hero Academia, which is in like the Big War arc, and One Piece, which is kind of like just finished Reverie, and will be starting back up back in, what are we? Egghead. Yeah, Egghead. So anime is insane.
I'm
Super
offended
excited.
that you mentioned the ones that I would watch. Did she say Blue Lock? I didn't hear Blue Lock.
She said
Definitely
Blue Lock.
I did. Season 2.
What about ReZero?
She didn't say anything about ReZero because she's a hater.
I'm sorry, I missed it. ReZero is tomorrow. ReZero Season 3 tomorrow, October 2nd.
Okay, I have the poster for a reason. Even though you can't really see it.
I can see 50 first deaths. I just want Don to come out. One, because everyone said it was amazing. Two, I want the song to be released so I can officially add it to my playlist and just listen to it every morning. I don't know if you guys know this, but every morning I listen to the Black Clover first season opener to remind myself to be on Demon Time every day. So
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I see you.
It scares the shit out of me every morning. I have not gotten used to that.
You said the Black Clover intro song?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look this up when we get off of here.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's about a guy. He has a demon in him. Yeah. He's it's a lot to explain. I love that show so much. But that's all my news points. Diva, you got ears?
Dude, so it is officially spooky season. Woo! My house is decorated.
I have more news.
Oh, you always do this. You don't have more news. You're just.
I actually do, and it's music news.
Oh, okay.
So 2 albums came out in the past like 48 hours that I've already listened to completion. Ironically, did not expect to. One, I called Diva about immediately because I know she won't listen, but I'm gonna make her listen to it.
I'm not listening.
DaBaby released an album, and I had to say, I was like, DaBaby knows how to make a damn twerk song. I was like, I know this is gonna be the Jello Booty twerk song. It's called Fat with a PH, and just the beat alone is gonna be ass shaking music. And I was like, well, I was like, Diva,
I quit the baby.
I was like, Diva, you gonna be mad at me because I know you're gonna hear this song. She's like, what? I gotta shake ass now? I'm like, that's crazy statement. But I guess
like, it's crazy how good of an ass shaking song maker he is. And I hate him for it. He's really good. Really good at it.
Double down on your talents,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then the other person who made I think this was, well, that one was an EP. And then I think the album was what's his name? NLE Chopper. NLE Chopper.
NLE Chopper was the EP.
His was an EP too, so two EPs. The thing I like about NLE Chopper is,
Such a troll.
yes, he went from being the hood nigga, I'm shooting people, I'm murdering people, to like, I have money, I'm just gonna have fun. Cause the EP's name is Slut Season. It's got Slut Me Out 2, Slut Me Out 3, Slut Me Out a country version.
Not her smiling. She's like, oh.
He did make a country version of "Slut Me Out" with a country artist.
Dog, it's an actual, and it's not like he countryed it. I don't know how to say it. And if it gets to the top of the country chart, you gotta go to a country party and let me know if they play, please. I gotta hear it. I don't know.
That
would be crazy.
But it's just really funny to me, and it was something I just wanted to mention because like I've always enjoyed his rap, especially when he's going hard. But like seeing him have fun feels good to me. I know a lot of people that are mad because he's not trying to be a YN no more, a young nigga no more, just out here just being crazy. But I'm like, if you got the bread to not have to live that life, unless you really just like killing people, why would you?
Well, you still shouldn't.
I mean, obviously, I feel like that was like baseline obvious, but if it isn't, yes, you shouldn't just like killing people.
Yeah, no, NLE's shift was, I'm sorry, but you got me on a tangent. Because his shift, I think it was from dark to light, right? Like, he started shifting towards a different version of himself. And then Me Versus Me, it was the hood NLE versus the new NLE. So I was just like, I don't know. I love that shift that he did. With the whole Slut Me Out series, it's been so entertaining because people are like, I think he's gay. Like, he's definitely gay. And then he's doing all these fashion shows, dressed crazy. And it's like, no, he's trolling. Like, he wants y'all to have these conversations because it's entertaining.
Yeah, he's having fun with his money. And you know what comes from him having fun? Conversation. You're going to listen to the song like, no, he didn't say that. I just got another listen. And I'm having fun.
Yep.
If I was a bad bitch,
I want to fuck me too. Shit.
I smile because that's Chris' song. I hear that song every day in my house. I'm not okay. I need help.
Jordan hears it whenever I'm listening to music on the speaker, so you're not alone, friend.
That's not out.
That's a bad bitch. I want to fuck me too. I want to slut me too. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't do to me.
What with it?
But that's it. That's all the news I had because those two came out, and then I had a great time.
It's a spooky season, so I've been on. So just for you, Tim, I go to Disney a lot, and as you can see, I have a lot of ears. My bedroom is the bedroom wall is full. We have now moved into the office because I'm running out of space, but I got more space because Chris gave me their wall. So, haha.
We gotta do something about this.
No, we don't, because I'm gonna write this off on my taxes.
Therapist.
The word of the day is therapist.
My therapist encourages my Disney trips. Thank you. Because they bring me joy. So we're doing rides, and the next ride, since it is spooky season, I'm gonna do the scariest ride there is. Actually, it's not the scariest ride. It's up for opinion. The funnest isn't a word.
Teacher,
Whatever.
I have a statement when you're done. Just remind me.
I'll remind you. So, Tower of Terror. So, these are my Tower of Terror ears. As you can see, it has the elevator numbers and then the black and gold, like their uniforms. The tag is cut off because Chris always cuts off my tags. I hate that. This is a part of the Loungefly brand. And these glow in the dark. So, this bow, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a little like, it looks like it's white, but it's like got a green tint to it because it glows in the dark. So this one is one of the ones that stays in the office because I don't need all my glow in the dark ears in my room. It's annoying. So those are ears for the week. And sorry. Fun fact about Tower of Terror that we talked about on the Guardians of the Galaxy ear episode. Tower of Terror is now only in Disney World at Hollywood Studios. If you go to Disneyland, it has been retrofitted to Guardians of the Galaxy. So it does the drop up and down thing like the elevator, but all of the stuff around you is different.
So the statement I had, teacher, was
Uh-oh.
your therapist says go to Disney because it brings you joy. Does that mean I should do crack because it brings me joy, nigga? What the fuck kind of therapy?
No, but it's not like I'm not harming myself.
I'm not harming myself.
Not harming anyone.
I'm not harming anyone for this crack.
Your therapist is a drug dealer.
Yeah. He told me, dog, dude, here you go. Go ahead. The first one's free.
The therapist is gonna pull up like, I know you enjoy Disney so much, but I have this new thing. It's this little white rock. You might want to try it.
No, it's black tar, straight to the vein.
Her therapist owns stock in Disney. That's what it is.
Absolutely. You're paying her twice.
But yeah, just go. Just go back.
Go back.
If you let your friends know, take them with you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's all of the main parts of the podcast. Let's go into everybody's week. For those who make it this far, be sure to follow the podcast. Be sure to follow Timothy. Be sure to follow us. And to like, rate, subscribe. Do all those fun things. Comment if you hate us, if you love us. Anything helps. But don't rate us 1 star. Comment that. Yo, I'll give you 1 star. Give me 5 stars or comment 1 star. We're not there yet. We need every star right now. It's hard out here in these star streets.
It is.
Diva, how's your week?
Exhausting. So, leaving names out, my cousin bailed on her daughter for a family weekend. So, I went down to her college for family weekend and enjoyed it with her. It was a lot of fun, but family weekend started Friday. I found out Wednesday that this was, I don't want to say a need, but that she was just going to be there by herself. And I didn't want her to have to do family weekend by herself. So Thursday, I got me a flight that left 6 a.m. Saturday morning. And I did the family weekend stuff and got back here 1 a.m. Monday morning and went to work on Monday and today. So I'm a little tired, but we had a great time, had a lot of fun. Because my best friend lives in the same state as her school, I got to see her and her kids and hang out with them. So I ended up having a great time, but I was tired, boss.
I want to get like you, big money. Buying flights, flying out places, seeing people. Damn! We know who the money bags of the pod is.
Your mom. Your mom's the money bag of the pod.
We know who the we know who the favorite child of the pod is.
Yeah, clearly.
Now, we're not going to spread that lie.
I used all my favoritism points getting revived.
You also got a free car.
I didn't get a free car.
That was crazy.
What's up?
That's. I'm sorry for laughing. Now,
I make these jokes all the time. Like my mom hates that I make jokes like this. She's like, "Can you not? Like that's traumatic for me." I'm like, it's kind of funny to me.
Therapist.
Therapist.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I be saying I use all my luck points at that time too. Man, my luck been shit.
Yeah, DreamCon.
That wasn't luck. I just noticed people's faces. There's a difference.
Call it luck.
All right, Heed, how was your week?
It was cool. I think the highlight of my week, well, not the highlight, the low light, whatever. I went out one night and one of my rings got stuck on my finger, and because I fell asleep, so I woke up and my finger was like mildly swollen, just enough that I couldn't pull the ring off. So I spent like 2.5 days trying to figure out how to get my ring off without trying to go get it cut off because I didn't want to lose it. I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of ice, a lot of elevation, and a lot of Vaseline. That's a lot of hours of that.
That's the Diddy combo pack right there, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a joke somewhere in there.
There's definitely a joke in there. They didn't have no baby oil, but they had Vaseline, so it was good.
Yeah, Diddy bought it all.
Facts. That wasn't baby oil. That was Diddy oil.
Well, thank Diddy oil because the ring came off. So.
Thank Diddy oil.
But,
Crazy.
Oh, nuts. Timothy, How was your week, dog?
My week was fairly good. I guess a highlight of my week is I've been talking with one of my producers, and we just made a beat last night. And on this beat, I want to get two artists that I've always wanted to make music with. I want to get both of them on the song. So I'm trying to figure out how am I going to approach this, because both of these people are like very significant to me. So I'm excited.
All right. Praying on that. Praying on you come up. All right.
Sure, it's gonna
No,
happen.
no, don't let Greg pray for it. Greg, tell Jordan to do it.
Yo, my
Yeah,
wife's
he used
prayers, I don't know what the fuck she got in her prayer juice, but that shit just be coming true in the
It's
best of
instant.
fucking ways.
It's instant. It's crazy.
But I think when that moment happens, like I'm gonna be, what is it? Pseudo happy. You know when like fans, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like they living their life through you. Because
Vicariously.
vicariously, there we go. Because
Yeah.
one of my buddies, Rayante, he said years ago, many years ago, he said, I'm gonna have a song with Westside Boogie and Deontay Hitchcock. And sure enough, 2024, he got a song with Westside Boogie called Here Now, and he got a song with Deontay Hitchcock called Just Like That. And I'm just like, he spoke it, he made it happen. He did everything he needed to, and he made it happen.
Dang. Yeah, Deontay, he tough, man. Oh my God.
Exactly. Yeah, so I was like, okay, yeah. I know that feeling. When it comes, I'm gonna be like, oh, like he was talking about that.
I know first, all right?
Yeah. Appreciate it. We'll report it here live.
All right. Greg's week.
We don't care about Greg's week.
You're right.
Well,
That's it for the pod. That's it for the pod, everybody. Nah, fuck Greg, huh? My week, what I did was, so we had our last G House Friday for the foreseeable future. That was the G House Friday Olympics. We're gonna do that annually still.
For those that don't know, G House Fridays is Greg and his wife. They throw a bi-monthly, and now no longer existing.
It was always the bi-weekly, bi-monthly. It was the second. It was a once a month. It was the second second Friday of every month. Yes. We would do something themed.
Do something with friends. Yeah. Themes, events, might be game events, Olympics, something. They literally, I'm gonna say this because I was hurt. They literally never told me about it. Only because I moved to Texas, so they didn't tell me, and they never had a conversation around me about it.
You know what's crazy? They really don't fuck with you because I knew about them.
Exactly.
And I live in Florida. Exactly. They don't
That's
fuck with you.
That's mad crazy because one, we told you yes because Jordan talks to you every twice a week. So shut the fuck up. You knew because I was telling you about every time they were happening. You'd be like, yo, you gonna be on the game this Friday? I'm like, no, I got this thing.
No. That was months after that. Y'all already been doing it for like 3 or 4 months. I found out because Jordan said something. I'm like, what is G House Friday? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, every third Friday of the month we hang out with friends. I'm like, y'all have literally never said this to me. And they tell me everything. Things I don't even want to know. They tell me everything, but they didn't tell me that.
You said things I don't even want to know.
Oh man, it's crazy. But we were having our last one of those, and we had red versus blue. Joy came up with all the games. She did an amazing job and refereed it all. Red team won, so we had less people. But as I said, after receiving my small little trophy, I didn't get the MVP award. Carly got that because she single-handedly won like 2 games. But after receiving my small little trophy, I said it's not the size of the team, it's the contribution of each member. Had to throw shade. Because it was 4-on-6, so we made it work. But
it's the size of the team.
What?
It's the size of the team.
I mean, this team is pretty small, so I hope you think it's a contribution. Get your contribution up, little nigga. But other than that, like, I finally got to do a lot of work. New job, site started. That's been a pain in the dick. And then finally got to play more Baldur's Gate. I played the hell out of Baldur's Gate. I've been stuck on one part for a while, finally got past it, and then I sent Heat a picture of a skill check that should not exist.
So you can send him a picture of a skill check, but you can't tell him about G House Fridays? Crazy.
I thought you were about to say something about a dick pic, and I was scared. I was really scared. I was not sure where that was going.
Why was that? I mean, that
Those are
was a
gross.
good Archer insert joke reference. Like callbacks, we love those.
Thank you. And
Hey,
we all
man.
know I don't like dick pics. That's nasty.
You know, I could have exposed you right now, but I'm not gonna do that to you.
Good job. Let's close the file. Let's take it home.
I'm still debating if I want to or not. You know, like it's still right. It's fresh.
Time has passed. The moment's gone.
Yeah, you did miss your opportunity.
I don't know. I feel like if I said it, it's still gonna have the same effect. It's like a nuke. Whether I do it now or later, it's a nuke.
You have to Archer it now, and you just reference it as soon as we start the next episode. Just say it.
Nah, next time I'm not letting you slide. But that's the end of the pod, everybody. That's my week. I ain't really do shit. I don't really do shit at all.
Guess.
Huh?
You have decorum because it's a guess.
Nigga, don't give me another chance. You won't make it to the end of this pod, I promise. But I'm Galaxy Greg. You can follow me at Galaxy Greg _ for all of my content with the pod, content with gaming, etc. Or you can follow me at Mr. Space Awaits. That's my personal. And then be sure to follow the podcast at Be More Nerdy on all platforms, including Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, and Instagram. That's where we upload most of our content, TikTok and Instagram. We're working on the Twitter, we're working on the YouTube, so bear with us. But be sure to rate us 5 stars wherever you go, like, subscribe, and show up and show out, because we have so much more coming down the pipeline. More people to come, more content to come. Diva.
Hello, dummies. It's your girl, Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram at the Diva XOXO. That's where you'll find all my stuff, all my Disney trips, which I'm about to take a big one. I hate to call it a big one, but I'm about to go to the Food and Wine Festival this weekend, so it'll be a lot of content coming up about that. And then you'll see I'm going to post about Halloween Horror Nights soon. Spoiler alert, was not good. So make sure you follow me to hear about all of the things going on in Disney and Universal. Thanks, Heath.
Nice.
Was
But you're welcome. You're welcome.
That's perfect.
Look, y'all know your boy, HD No TV. You can follow me at honesty_heed. We're not giving up on the HD No TV channel. I'm gonna put something out there that's gonna get it going eventually. But for now, follow me at honestly_no heed. I'll just use those. Figure it out. Y'all got
it. Tim, you go.
I might need you to give me a cool outro again, but I'm Timothy Isaiah. You can follow me at It's Timothy Isaiah.
There you go. Hey man, like he said, more coming down the pipeline. He's thinking about it. You know, hit him up. Don't bug him, but like be like, hey man,
Sure.
I need some. The first hit was free. I'm gonna need some more pretty soon.
Yeah. Say where that music at,
Mr. The first hit's free. There you go. Boom. Got another AKA.
I like that one.
Mr. The first hit free. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out Tim's music. Ism was a great piece in my mind. I was definitely a fan of the storytelling, different perspectives, artists. When people do that, like now I'm really listening. Like I'm not here for the beats. I want to hear what you have to say. Nice. So, yeah, make sure you check out all his other singles out there on all platforms, right?
Yes, sir.
Just Timothy Isaiah. If you don't know how to spell Isaiah, we're gonna have a problem, but you should know how to spell Timothy.
I don't know. Diva's dyslexic.
Isaiah's actually on my shoulder, so I can spell that part.
Can you?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it backwards when you look down?
No, I can read it. It's just down. It's
not Isaiah right now. No, spell it. Spell it. I told you I wasn't letting you get out of this pod safely. You was this close. You was this close. All right, but that's the end of the pod, everybody. We are the Be More Nerdy podcast, and remember to be more nerds. Peace.
Out you. I hate you.